Well, hello everybody. This is Dr. Troy Dukowitz of the Commit and Go podcast, where we encourage you to make big commitments, take big action, and create big-ass results in your life and business. Today's topic is this. Oh, the float tank. I despise the float tank. And this is, I'm going to tell you just right up front where this podcast is going today. And basically, I'm going to a place of being. You've heard me bring up body, being, balance, and business over the course of now 70 plus podcasts. And being is something that we look at in terms of your spirituality, your connectedness to God, to the voice, connectedness to self. And for the last couple of years, I've been meditating, and meditation is very much a part of this being category that we are talking about. And this year, 2019, you've heard this on a previous podcast, I made the decision that I was going to take on peaceful practices. So literally, as you look through the course of the next year, I'm doing something different every single week that is a peaceful practice. And as of recently, that peaceful practice was float tank. Now let me tell you about me and the float tank. Me and the float tank, about a year ago, I went and hopped into a float tank. And when I got in that float tank, I got to tell you what happened. I hated it. I got the salt water in my eyes. My neck hurt afterwards. I was bouncing off the walls and spent more time trying to figure out how the hell I was floating than actually relaxing. I pretty much walked out and said, yep, not going to do it again. Didn't care how much it cost. Didn't care about any of those things. What I cared about was the fact that I was not relaxed. I did not feel calm. I did not feel at one or at peace with the universe. I felt very, very sore as a result of that float tank. So then we fast forward a year later, and here I go and I hop into this float tank. Now I completely changed my psychology around it. I said I'm going to go in and give this thing a fair chance. And as I hopped in the float tank and was laying there, I started floating like I did a year ago. But I let my head sink further into the water. So much so that the water is literally at my eye line. I could feel it teetering on the crease or crevice of my eyes. But yet I was allowing myself to just relax and be, and would just float. Now, I have no idea how many times I may or may not have dozed off. I have no idea how many times I may or may not have not meditated. But what I do know is that when 45 to 50 minutes came up, I was actually shocked. I was surprised that what seemed like was going to take forever seemed like a very short amount of time. And as a result of it, I got out, was relaxed, and am going to be willing to try the float tank again. Why? Because peaceful practices is about me finding peace. It's about me finding ways to create relaxation in my life, calmness. It's about me being able to connect to myself. It is about, hey, some quality time with Troy. And so in order to do that, I'm also willing to stretch myself into uncomfortable places. And as a result of doing so, I know that that's going to help me to develop deeper character, deeper drive, and deeper focus in life. So the question I pose to you is this. Where in your life do you need to just practice a peaceful practice? Very simple. I told you it was going to be about being. Where in your life do you need to practice a peaceful practice? Maybe it's yoga, maybe it's Tai Chi, maybe it's meditation, maybe it's going to church more than once a week. And you feel like there's a great way for you to connect in doing that. I don't know where it is for you, and I'm still discovering where it is for me. But what I do know is that I deliberately am putting effort and energy into 2019. So that I can find this deeper connection to self, which I know will promote calmness, focus, increase production, and even increase productivity in terms of my connection time to my beautiful children and my beautiful wife. So, assignment is very simple, ladies and gentlemen. Where in my life, what can I do in my life to increase my peaceful practice? Or what is the peaceful practice I am going to commit to for the next week? That's all I've got for you here today. I am Dr. Troy Dukowitz. Hey, if you haven't already, head on over to iTunes, Google Play, or Stitcher, and look up Commit and Go, the podcast. I'd love it if you would go ahead, rate, review, and subscribe to this podcast. It helps us get it out to more people and help more people across this beautiful planet of ours. Also, if you haven't already, head on over to commitandgo.com. It's where you can follow yours truly, that's right, Dr. Troy Dukowitz, and the Commit and Go movement, where we have information on live programs, webinars, and other things that we will be doing in the Commit and Go community over the years. That's all I've got for you here today. I am Dr. Troy Dukowitz. This has been the Commit and Go podcast, where we encourage you to make big commitments, take big action, and create big-ass results in your life and business. We'll hear you next time. Bye-bye.